Shekhar Ramamurthy from UBL now joins in to talk about how their quarter went by. Shekhar, when it comes to consumption companies, morning firstly, it's all about volumes. So tell us how volumes did for you in the second quarter.
Yeah, good morning. Well, the volumes are the good part of our business in the quarter two. Our domestic growth of beer, quarter two was 6.5% up over the same period last year. Given that our estimate of the industry growth is not more than 2%. So we have added almost 2 to 3% market share. That has been very good. Revenue has also been up 8-9%. That's also been good. So volume and revenue have been positive. The challenges lie elsewhere.
Maharashtra and Karnataka, they've been seeing a slump for a while. Why is it that we're not really managing to see any kind of recovery there? And what are the reasons for the slump?
Well, let's take Karnataka first. Quarter one was severely impacted by elections because there were restrictions on the number of shifts we could operate, restrictions on dispatch, etc. Hours outlets could operate. And quarter two and end of quarter one and beginning of quarter two in Karnataka has been impacted by unprecedented monsoons. Whilst we do get rain in Karnataka, but if you see even in the month of October, there has been flooding in large parts of Karnataka. But in fact, there was a newspaper picture this morning that I saw in Shimoga where cars are stranded on flooded streets. So that's quite unprecedented. In the month of August, there was a report which said that Bangalore had received its highest rainfall in 100 years of recorded history. So that's been very, very challenging for us. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, the overall economic scenario has been weak in Maharashtra for several years. And there too, the monsoon has been really heavy. And, you've seen Mumbai has received rainfall even as recently as a few weeks ago. So this has been the reason for Karnataka and Maharashtra getting impacted. And because for our business, these are the two key states, the business sees quite a negative impact.
Let me give you the weather update. It's been pouring in Mumbai all of last night. So it doesn't seem like we're done with the rains just yet.
See.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to get a sense on what's really happening with...
That's right. So that's the challenge, yeah.
Yeah, the weather patterns clearly are changing. It's just staring us in the face. But wanted to understand what is the kind of average rise that you've seen in the prices of barley and glass?
Well, barley price has been almost 15% higher than it was last year for this year. And it gets compounded by the fact that there is not enough domestic barley available. We have to import it. And glass has been a particular challenge because of two reasons. One, glass manufacturers put up their prices by almost 25 to 28% starting last October. So the comparators vis-a-vis last year, Q1, Q2 are very stark and sharp. And more importantly, there is not enough glass production in the country because one of the large glass manufacturers is in financial trouble. So we've actually had to import almost 10 to 15% of our new glass requirement from outside. And the irony is that it's even higher price than domestic glass. So that's been a big challenge. We're trying to mitigate the situation in two ways. One, we are talking to glass bottle manufacturers and encouraging them to put additional capacity and assuring them that there is a business from people like us. And two, of course, we're trying to increase the usage of old bottles by sharpening the efficiency of our collections. But yes, glass and barley have been a challenge. The barley for next year, the crop will be sown now. November, December is sowing time in Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana. And that will come for harvest in February, March. The anticipation is that next year's barley crop will be better than this year.
It's too small, but it's a culture which is picking up, which is the microbrewery culture, which is picking up at least in Bombay, Delhi, and parts of Bangalore. Is it too small to affect your business?
Nikunj, hi. Yeah, it's at this point in time very small, but what I say is that it's a huge positive in terms of driving beer culture. You know, as we have spoken very often in the past, India continues to be a whiskey country. You know, you go out in the evenings and everybody across various social strata will straight head for their whiskey. So the mushrooming of these microbreweries or brew pubs actually encourages people to go out and drink beer. So, and it benefits us, though we are not part of that space because we believe that's a food and beverage space. But it will create a greater liking towards beer and encourage people to drink beer even when they're at home or go out in the evenings, not to microbreweries.
All right. Let's leave it there then. Thanks so much for joining us and for talking us through the numbers this time, Shekhar. Do have a good day going ahead.